EA has broken the Steam Deck. Let's get into it. Hey guys, before we get to this video, I just want to tell you about my Twitter account. I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite Steam Deck accessories over on Twitter, and we're also going to be doing some Steam Deck accessory giveaways. So all you need to do for a chance to win is basically just follow me on Twitter, and then occasionally comment on some of the Steam Deck related tweets. That's all you need to do, and you might win something. So thank you guys. Link in the description, twitter.com/blaze2kx. So guys, as the title implies, Steam Deck support for EA titles broken after major change. Let's scroll down here. So Steam Deck support for EA games has been unintentionally broken an undetermined amount of games on Steam Deck since ditching Origin. Publisher EA is currently in the process of leaving its old launcher, Origin, behind, and the new EA Play launcher requires a sign-in process which won't work on the Steam Deck's Linux distro SteamOS, including, obviously, the compatibility layer, Proton. So I don't know why EA's done this, man. I mean, if they know, they literally intentionally mark a lot of their games on the Steam Deck, on the Steam store, as Deck verified. So how can they mark their games as Deck verified, yet also break support for all their games on Steam Deck and have it leave it like that for weeks, if not months? Baffles my mind. So this is the EA launcher, the new EA app for Windows. So basically, they've got rid of Origin. They know that Origin is a massive failure, hence why they brought all their games back to Steam. But they're at it again. They're creating their own freaking game launcher now, and it looks like they're trying to copy the Xbox Game Pass layout or Xbox Game Pass UI. That if you're on Windows and you use Game Pass, you'll know exactly what I mean. And yeah, they make it look simpler and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's broken support for a lot of their games on Steam Deck, which absolutely sucks. Now, what's being reported is that certain games will now load up with a blank square intended for the EA Play sign-in window. We've verified this on certain titles. With no support for Linux and Proton, you're not able to play previously verified titles. And remember, to verify your game on the Steam Deck, or to mark your game as verified to run on the Steam Deck, the publisher or the developer has to do it. So what baffles my mind, like I said at the start of the video, you know, if EA is aware of the Steam Deck and they support the Steam Deck and they want people to play their games on the Steam Deck and they go to the length of marking their game as verified and playable on the Steam Deck, why would they go out and release an update that completely breaks support without first consulting with Valve or consulting with Steam Deck users or having their in-house developers and play teams and play testers make sure that it works on Steam Deck before they push out this whole brand new update to all their games? Baffles my mind. It's confusing. EA being EA, they don't give a crap unless they get your money, right? Once they've got your money, they don't give a shit, essentially. So with no so possible fixes. Now, the issue arose last week with a Reddit user, Wargzax, managing to put together a working tutorial for a fix, and since then it appears this has started to fail as the security on EA's side begins to kick in. Some users appear to be running games like Mass Effect Legendary Edition just fine, however, others are finding that titles like Dead Space 3 won't even boot. Another user commented that it seems that each game is being fixed independently. A previous thread regarding Dead Space 3 points out that Titanfall 2 is still working fine, although I've heard from somebody now that Titanfall 2 doesn't work also. EA's switch to EA Play is effectively DRM, digital rights management. As of right now, it requires you to sign in via the internet to enjoy your games. This is something that's already an issue when taking the Steam Deck out and about. So not only is it another roadblock into playing your games, but you're also going to need an internet connection to sign into EA with the software. Electronic Arts loves their DRM. My wife plays Sims 4, and occasionally she gets the stupid pop-up that asks her to log in to her EA account to verify that she owns the game. Like, when she plays the game every day. EA just love to make playing games frustrating. And when they recently bought Codemasters, the developer of F1 and the publisher or developer of F1 games, Grid games, you name it, Dirt games, Dirt Rally games, I literally cried that night. Well, I didn't cry, but I was really disappointed because I knew EA was going to pull this crap when they bought Codemasters. But anyways, I'm going to stop ranting about that because I could rant about that all day. EA switched to EA Play, blah, blah, blah. So what EA games are broken on the Steam Deck? Now, I believe this list has actually grown, but Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order no longer works. Mass Effect Legendary Edition no longer works. Sims 4 no longer works. Dead Space 3, Need for Speed Heat, Titanfall 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, and it would now appear that some work will need to be done by both EA and Valve to rectify this issue. According to another user, this issue has been fixed in Wine to another Linux, the other Linux compatibility layer that Proton's based off, for a few months. So it's been fixed for a few months, apparently, on Wine for other Linux distros. So there we go. Let me know what you think about this. Are you frustrated by EA? Do you think this is EA's fault? This is an issue with Proton and obviously running games on Linux with that Proton compatibility layer, is that sometimes updates like this do break support for the game, which is a crying shame because there's not much you can do really besides wait for a game that you've paid. Wait to play a game that you've paid for. Wait for either EA or Valve to knock their heads together and fix it, or install Windows on your Steam Deck. And I do actually plan on installing Windows on my Steam Deck for situations just like this, right? Now they've brought the Steam Deck UI to the Steam desktop Steam client on Windows. I am very excited to play games on Windows on Steam Deck. I'm just waiting to dual boot SteamOS and Windows on the SSD because I've tried installing Windows on a micro SD. It's a little bit slow, so I'm going to install it on the SSD. And dual boot. And hopefully, at some point soon, get a 2 terabyte SSD to upgrade my Steam Deck with. That would be the dream. Anyways, guys, I'm Blaze2K. If you love Steam Deck content, you want to see more, we post Steam Deck content every day, please consider clicking the like, clicking the subscribe, clicking the bell icon. It means a lot. Like, doing those 3 things, liking, subscribing, clicking the bell icon. I know you're probably just going to be like, every YouTuber says this, but it really does help. It helps algorithm, helps me as a creator, helps me make more Steam Deck content. Anyways, guys, it's a bit of a slow news day, but I thought I'd cover this nonetheless. And also, before we go, there is a Reddit post here. EA titles are completely broken on Steam Deck right now, and the issue needs more visibility. Due to EA recently changed blah blah blah. So basically, it's a big deal. Everyone's like, why the F did EA change their launcher anyways? They do a lot of dumb things, someone says. So there we go. Hopefully this gets fixed very soon. Have a wonderful day. I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. And also, remember, follow me on Twitter, alright? Because I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite Steam Deck accessories and also maybe some more giveaways. So see you over there. Bye.